Okay, so we're going to take a look at the Draper Expert Hi Torq Chrome Vanadium 1/4 inch socket set on a rail, or as it refers to here, retaining bar. So 13 Hi Torq metric sockets with socket retaining bar, number 30776. And we're going from macro in there, 4mm all the way, and we've got a 4.5, and we go all the way to 14mm on this one. They usually only go to 13, but this one goes to 14, so we've got an extra socket in here, and guaranteed again. I'm not sure if that's a lifetime guarantee. Again, I think it is. Most of their stuff is. Draper Expert 13 Hi Torq metric sockets with retaining bar, a professional expert quality set of metric sockets manufactured from good quality chrome vanadium steel, or vanadium in America, correctly hardened and tempered. Draper Expert Hi Torq sockets have 6 corners with special radius design, giving the following advantages. So it's the 6-point, which is what I wanted. I think you can get them in 12-point as well. Up to 15% more torque you can put onto them, obviously, or abuse them more. For distribution of torque along the flats of the fastener, eliminating the risk of rounding the points of the fastener. Obviously, like I've mentioned before, the 12-point sockets grip onto the corners of nuts and bolts, and they round them off, as it's pointing out there, if you're not too careful, especially on these soft mild steel or zinc type of bolts and nuts, what a lot of the Chinese things tend to use these days. Holds better on rounded fasteners, so if the fastener's already rounded to start with, the 6-point will hold better onto them because it can hold onto the flats shape itself. Prolongs both socket and fastener life. Obviously, as we said before, it doesn't damage the corners. Conforms to AS 954E aerospace drive standard, so it's aerospace industry standard on there. So obviously aerospace meaning aeroplane or airliner manufacturing. Draper Expert Hi Torq trademark sockets have a 2.5mm diameter hole for ball bearing engagement, so the ball in your end of your socket's drive or extension bar drive will obviously line up and click into there properly, instead of just when it just goes straight into a normal socket usually, as it is, and it does still help retain on there, but it's it'll help obviously here where positive retention is essential, so it'll lock into that hole. Chamfered ends, we'll take a look at the hole when we get them out of the package anyway. Chamfered ends allow positive fastener location, so there's a chamfered end in there. That's obviously showing that part there on the inside that just chamfers inwards. Draper Expert Hi Torq trademark is a trademark of Draper Tools. So there you go, and that's showing you how you can just keep it on the rail and put it in a toolbox along the side to keep them all uniform, or you can screw it to a wall or a wall rack. Now, a few weeks ago I bought the Tool Zone 1/4 inch socket set to stick on my garage wall and with the rail, and I screwed that onto the board in the garage as a quick grab set. to go with the first 1/4 inch Draper ratchet that I bought. Now actually they were around about the same price as these, so these were, I think these come down to about, I think I managed to get these just for about £6.87, which is a real bargain. Obviously brand new as they are with the warranty. I would have probably been better buying two of these. Obviously, you know, you can tell by looking at it it's better quality, but the Tool Zone ones do seem good, and they do seem good enough. They're just not, you know, as good as what these are. But we'll probably take a look at the Tool Zone 1/4 inch set a bit later on. Obviously, it's like I said, it's screwed to the board, so it'll be a bit harder to look at that. But we'll see what we can do about that. We'll get this open and we'll take a look inside. If we take a look at the sockets now out of the packet, on the rail, see them all there. The rail clips themselves are a lot stronger than the ones that was on the Tool Zone one. I did have to bend it out a bit, the one to hold the sockets a little bit tighter, whereas these ones are very good straight out of the bag. They seem to, you know, be a bit harder perhaps. Take a close up at the socket itself. You can see the Draper Expert vanadium, and that's the 14mm. That's the higher, or the highest size in the socket range. You can see the chamfered edge. Look on the inside. You can look at the back. Reconnect it. We can see the hole where the ball bearing would sit. So the ball bearing on the side of your ratchet would obviously line up, if you can see that there. Can we see that there? Yeah. See the ball bearing inside there. Just locks in. Same with the smallest one. The smallest one is the 4mm. Now it does do a 4.5 as well. The set that it will be replacing has got a 4.5 as well. Now I won't be throwing them sockets away. I'll be keeping those older sockets as beaters if you want. If I've got to do anything where I'll have to hit the a T-bar or something with a mallet to get something off that's really stiff, I'd probably use the older sockets I'll keep around that these are replacing. But since this is such you know, a set that I've been using recently, I thought I'd better put a nice socket set in there, especially if I can pick them up for £6.87 or whatever I paid. There's a better zoom, macro zoom in on that now. There you can see that, and the polish effect, and that little hole for the bearing. See if we can locate the smaller one. Be more difficult because of the there we go. Try and get that to zoom right. There we go. You see the bearings locked inside the hole. It's on that side. Tiny shot going on there. Take another look. Just a 4.5. All in all, it's a nice, high quality, high torque set. It is much better than the Toolzone one that I put up in the garage, but you know, at least the Toolzone, the Chrome Vanadium Toolzone one will also be very usable. You should stand up with this. This is a hell of a lot better. Quite nice quality. You can't really ever go wrong with the Draper Expert range.